Hello students, today we will see the topic phloem transport, that how carbohydrate formed during photosynthesis transports in phloem. For this process, Munch in 1926 proposed a hypothesis that is called mass flow hypothesis or pressure flow hypothesis. Practically, he took two osmometer. Here you can see this is the osmometer A and this is the osmometer B. They are connected through a tube and these osmometer are put in the solution. There are two beakers X and Y. You can see here that when we enter sugar produced in photosynthesis like process, when we introduce sugar in this osmometer, due to high solute concentration in it, then the solution outside the osmometer, the water enters inside the osmometer 1A by osmosis, and it creates a pressure flow from A to B. This is called pressure transference phenomenon. After reaching in the B, we remove this sugar from here. Then the water again comes out from B to the solution outside the osmometer. This process is just like took place in plant. We can suppose A as a source. This is a source. This tube is like phloem. This B is like sink. And this connection is like xylem vessels. Now we will see this process in the reference to the plant. We know that source is a cell which can form glucose after photosynthesis, like mesophyll cells of leaf, and sink, that may be root, fruit, or new flesh, where the energy is needed in the form of food. So the transport is bidirectional in the phloem. After formation of glucose in the leaf cell, it converts into a disaccharide sucrose. You should remember a very important thing, that in plants, after photosynthesis, the monosaccharide is formed, that is glucose. That converts into sucrose, that is a disaccharide made up of glucose and fructose, that is transported form. And storage form is starch, that is a polysaccharide of glucose. So, first of all, phloem loading takes place. This sucrose loads into companion cell. It is a part of phloem. This process is an active process. And after phloem loading, this sucrose goes into phloem cells, phloem tube cells. This is a passive process. After that, whole process is a passive process. After reaching sucrose in this phloem, it creates a osmotic potential that water from the xylem vessel comes into phloem, and this high pressure here and low pressure at this point, this pressure gradient responsible for the flow of phloem of sucrose or our manufactured sugar. So by this pressure gradient, the transport in phloem is passive. In phloem, transport is not an active process. Then the unloading of this sugar into the zinc cells is an again active process, and after unloading means going of sucrose into the zinc cells and conversion into the starch, this water reverse back in the xylem vessel. So this is the mass flow hypothesis that was put forward by Munch. So you can see here, the first of all, in the mesophyll cell of the leaf, after photosynthesis, glucose is formed that will convert into the sucrose. Then the phloem loading, that is the active process. Then from the companion cell, passively sugar comes into the phloem sieve tubes. Then xylem pushes water into the phloem cells due to the osmotic pressure. Then after, due to pressure gradient in these 2 points, water and sugar comes with a pressure into these areas of low pressure, and again unloading of sugar takes place in the zinc cells and water returns back into the xylem. So this is complete mass flow hypothesis, a very important topic of plant physiology for various competitions. Thanks.